Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It does look like there is a breakthrough showing up. Bottom of the deck, you have action. So finally, I feel like the veil has been lifted. Something has been lifted here, allowing movement or action to follow through. We also have spiritual toolbox at the bottom with flexibility. So this is what's bubbling up to the surface. This is what you may not see in the physical world yet, but you can feel it. You're getting ready to take charge. This is action. It's ambition, motivation, momentum, and energy. Yeah, I feel like you finally have the pieces. Some of you, this has to do with the education card. You could be graduating. There may even be a class that you're ready to take. This could be momentum or movement to learn something new, learn a new skill, go back to school. You may be getting ready to teach. You may be getting ready to write a book. There's online energy, maybe online dating, online courses. I also see a finalization with some sort of paperwork. This could be legal paperwork, settlements, contracts, agreements. You're finally able to embrace that new opportunity. Here it is. And we have the Six of Swords as well. So this could be travel, relocating. It can be an actual move. I mean, we also have the Chariot here, and we have the Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. This is recognizing the opportunity ahead and taking action towards it. So for some of you, this could be a new job offer coming in. It's something physical, tangible. You can see it because Ace of Pentacles is showing up here, and the Pentacle is the material realm. This is an opportunity you're not going to miss because it feels like some of you have gone through situations in the past where you've been passed by, or you did feel like you were missing out in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like you've learned very valuable lessons. And look at that. We have negotiating new offers, new contracts, new pay. Some of you are signing up for, again, I keep getting signing up for a class or a certification. You may be up for renewal. There could even be an evaluation or a license that needs to be renewed in some way. You could be getting your certification in wellness, nutrition, Reiki, massage, real estate. It's happening this year for you. And we actually see the fireworks. So here in the United States, we celebrate Independence Day on the 4th of July. For those of you here, that could have been a significant time for you. Maybe that was the catalyst of this breakthrough. We're just getting all your cards out here. Some of you are stuck in that Five of Swords energy for way longer than you wanted to be, right? And Judgment Day has arrived. Here is the Judgment Call with the Judge card showing up. And then last but not least, let's look at love. So in these monthly readings, we'll look at career, finances, wealth, love, partnerships, and the overall energies. Starting off here, you have education. This has to do with lessons and learning. It has to do with knowledge. And I feel for a lot of you Capricorns, you are highly knowledgeable. You have some sort of experience and wisdom. You're not just book smart, but you're street smart as well. I feel like you know things. You are highly intuitive, but you're also very grounded. You have a lot of skills that people look for. You bring a lot to the table in relationships, in partnership dynamics as well. But sometimes you feel the struggle of, why don't I have this partnership? Or why are people casting the stones at me, right? So sometimes it may feel a tad bit of a victim mentality that I'm picking up on here, or you could be dealing with someone, Capricorn, that has a bit of a victim mentality. I'm also seeing here you have outgrown a situation, you've overcome a lot in your life, and you may even be equipped to teach others in some way. Maybe it's spiritual practices. It could be about health. It could be about finances. Yeah, some of you are teachers, or you've been guided to go through a situation to get to where you are so you can help others in some way, to be of service. Yeah, you're meant to be on this path. And I feel like there is training involved, or you have gone through some sort of life training, right? The school of hard knocks, or you have gone through book training. But like I said, this is street smart and book smart. So the combination of both actually allows you to come far on your journey. And this is a big breakthrough moment. It's a breakthrough month. Not only are we in an 8 month, but we are in an 8 energy collectively in 2024. The numbers, numerology wise, break down to power and strength and authority and control, as well as material needs here in the physical world. So that's what you are seeing a breakthrough on, is all your hard work paying off, or you may be guided to put your energy towards a new project, a new task, a new relationship, a new level of healing within your body. This is big, and it's showing up as your primary energy here in the month of August. Now, some of you could even be going on a new adventure. This could be travel. This is a new relationship. It's a new job. This is exciting times ahead for you, Capricorn. And I feel like there is a big opportunity for growth and spiritual evolution. We do have spiritual quest here. And I feel like you also are connecting to your higher self and your intuition more now than you ever have. You have gifts, and I feel like some of you want to share them with the world. Some of you may have a dream of traveling or working from anywhere in the world. You may even connect with a lover who is at a distance, and maybe the two of you are coming together, or you could be traveling with each other. I'm getting here Hawaii. Hawaii could be significant. I also see here the ocean and the mountains. So for some of you, that could be a dream to be near water. But this is overall the adventures that are your life, Capricorn. You've been through it. For some of you, you could absolutely write a memoir and people would want to read it, or people would buy it. I know I would, Capricorn. You are a very adventurous soul, and you are being guided to step out of your comfort zone in some way, shape, or form and take action. Take action, because you're being guided. You have the spiritual toolbox. This is intuition. This is using the tools that you've learned, as well as the ones that you have within, right? Your own intuition. But some of you are working with tarot or oracle cards. This can be connecting through meditation. You may be using crystals or sage or any other alternative or holistic approaches to your path. You've created an altar, or some of you may think about creating an altar if you haven't already. I also see some of you may have a spiritually based practice or business, or you may be taking some classes to learn more about how to be adventurous or how to open up to your gifts. Maybe you're taking classes on tarot, astrology, human design, numerology. I feel like you are opening up here in a new way, and this is really beautiful because it's going to allow you to be even more flexible in many different areas of your life, including career, including love, and including health. So some of you could be doing research on alternative health remedies, health therapies, or that could be your practice. but it's go time, Capricorn, with the action. I also see someone is getting approved. There could be a home approval, a loan approval, a visa, a passport, some sort of renewed contract or application. I'm getting paperwork or documentation is finally getting the green light or the go ahead in the month of August or even into September. You may also buy the ticket. They're showing me a plane. I mean, you could be traveling by boat, you could be traveling by RV, but I'm specifically seeing a plane. So some of you, this is rising above issues that have maybe showed up on your journey or may have challenged you in some way, shape, or form. Now, diving into the tarot, we do have the Chariot. Whew, yeah, your willpower, your perseverance, and your dedication has been tested. And I heard to the max, to the max. Is someone's name Max, Maxine, or is that a dog? That could be your name. Take it as it resonates. But I am getting here, your willpower has been tested. And some of you, finally, this is triumphant success because you didn't give up. You didn't give up. And this is that breakthrough. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. When the Chariot shows up, this is action, forward movement. It's success and ambition and drive. It can also be travel. For some of you, you may even be getting a new vehicle. You could be getting work done on a vehicle, or you may even meet someone who's a mechanic or mechanically inclined in some way, shape, or form. I also see someone is ready for an oil change, new tires, or car insurance update. But I like the Chariot being your first card off the bat because Cancer season, this is the card of Cancer with the Chariot, and we did see that July, or Independence, I should say, with the fireworks. So July, these things could have happened, or maybe you booked a trip in July and now you're able to take it here in August. So I feel like there's a little bit of July energy showing up here, maybe even June, because Cancer lands in June and July. Excuse me. Now, Knight of Swords is putting an end to inconsistent, inconsistent behavior, but I feel like it's adventurous. It's as if you're saying, I was inconsistent, or not inconsistent. Spirit, what's the right word here? You were on the fence regarding a choice or a decision. Should I take action or should I sit on this? So now it's time for you to get this moving. It's time to take action on a situation. And I feel like it's leading to your next grand adventure. Even though the Knight of Swords is showing up here in the reverse, to me, I feel like it's finally time. You've paused. You've taken that step. You've thought about this. This isn't a senseless risk. It's not, chaotic. It may be the energy leading up to something quite significant. So think of travel. You have a really big trip booked, and the days leading up to the travel can feel chaotic because you want to make sure all the bags are packed and you have the tickets, ready or downloaded, and you want to make sure that everything at home is taken care of and the pets or the children or whatever it is. So it may feel like you're getting everything in place to get ready to take off or to start this new job or, to enter into this new union or contract, whatever it is here. So it may feel at times a little bit, busy or chaotic, but the energy I'm picking up on here is you're unstoppable. This Chariot is taken off, and I feel like you've been doing plenty of planning here. It's time. And this Knight of Swords is telling me you're ready for this next grand adventure. Try not to overthink it. Try not to have fun. And what that means is we don't need to check that list 700 times. Check it a couple times, of course. Make sure the things that you have are packed, and make sure that you are basically dotting your I's and crossing your T's, but you don't have to do that, a million different times, because then we just kind of backtrack and we lose precious time and energy towards something that you've already done. Now, showing up, we do have the Two of Cups and the Moon. Something is being revealed that no longer serves you. Maybe it is that inconsistency or riding the fence. Now I'm getting that word showing up here. It could be people in your life who may be in and out. Okay. I feel like there's a separate energy coming in now to clarify this Knight of Swords. If this is someone in your life that's been inconsistent, Capricorn, and maybe there's been a lot of illusions, a lot of fears around this energy of where this is going. I feel like you are moving on with the Chariot. Two of Cups says, I need to reflect. I can't sit in this back and forth energy any longer. I've learned the lessons I've needed to learn. And this is the breakthrough moment that is going to lead me towards a new adventurous beginning. And the Moon is saying, you're not letting fears hold you back. You're not letting illusions hold you back here. Because something is shadowed, or perhaps you don't see things as they are. There's something about taking off the mask, trusting in your own intuition. That's why you have this spiritual toolbox. There is a message coming in here. Please take it as it resonates. For those of you who have been watching way too much tarot, or you've been pulling cards for yourself and you keep getting there's a lot of ambiguity here. There's a lot of back and forth or inconsistent answers, inconsistency in the cards. It feels very back and forth. If you are struggling, I feel like it's time to step back or take a break to allow yourself to truly connect with your higher power, because something out here is getting stuck. Right? It's getting stuck in everything else or everyone else's viewpoints. There's something about you going within and reflecting here. And they're highlighting the spiritual toolbox, but that could be anything. Maybe it's, listening to what other people think you should be doing with your life or where you should be, right? I feel like there could be other people's mindset affecting you in some way, shape, or form. But that's where the moment of truth comes in and says, wait a second, why am I holding myself back? Or why do I feel like I can't move forward? Or this person is telling me it's not time to move forward. It's my journey. Why am I over here listening to them? So there is an awakening here happening within you. But first, it requires you to disconnect from whatever is unrequited, whatever is out of alignment with the Two of Cups in reverse, because this is about separating your energy so you can truly focus on what is best for you here, and you can shatter the illusion, because something you're not able to see because it's too much enmeshed with another, or with a thought that's limiting, or with an unresolved emotion of the past. Okay, so I feel like there is a deep reflection or introspection needed, because once we break free from this energy, whatever it may be, here you are. This is the card of breaking free, Six of Swords. This is needed change. The Six of Swords is a powerful card around freeing yourself from a situation that may be beyond repair, or it's a situation that requires leaving the past behind you. It's actually a very spiritual transition or journey to something much better. Because when we turn back around, right, Six of Swords, and that may be what some of you are doing with this Knight of Swords, you kept turning back around. And where do you go when you turn back around in the Six of Swords? You go back to the Five of Swords. And if you're familiar with tarot, you know that the Five is conflict, it's resentment, it is winning at all costs. It can be resentment and bitterness, bullying, coercing, someone, fighting tooth and nail, tug of war, resistance. And I feel like you don't want to walk back into that. And that's why the Knight of Swords is showing up in reverse, because you're moving on from that energy. So kudos to you, Capricorn. It's been a long time coming, but I feel like you've made up your mind. You have made up your mind, and you are walking straight towards a new beginning. Ace of Coins. This is a gift of new abundance. This is a new beginning in the material and physical world. It is good news regarding your health, your career, your money, your home. This is you being able to tap into the unlimited potential, and that's that 8 energy as well, the infinity symbol, right? Unlimited and infinite opportunities here for abundance, but it required you to get out of a negative mind, mindset, or get out of the energy of someone or something holding you back, because that's what that Knight of Swords represents, is holding back on taking action, because the energies felt chaotic, or maybe a person was too chaotic and they may have been holding you back, or a workforce, a workplace, whatever this Knight of Swords is attached to, you're saying no more, because you're starting off as the Chariot. You're moving forward. No more delays. No more, lack of direction. And how interesting that it shows up during retrograde as well, because retrograde can be about pause, reflection, reprioritizing. And you may stop to do that, right? You have the Two of Cups, which is a needed time to self-reflect. But once you do, once you separate from this energy, it may even be that you go on vacation, or you take a weekend off, or maybe you separate it by meditating more and getting in tune with yourself, with your body, with your own intuition. That's what frees your mind, because there is problem solving available here for you. And I feel it's leading you straight to this Ace of Coins. So let's lead into the Ace of Coins, which can be money, career, abundance. So what do we have in that category? We have the Sword showing up, followed by the pendulum, the candle, and the rose. So I see that you've been at a crossroads. This is about money conflicts, cutting corners. It can, and look at, we actually have breakthrough showing up twice. So for a lot of you, this energy that you're in has everything to do with your career, your finances, your money, and your wealth. This could be law and order, legal situations, legalities. It can be the universal laws, such as the law of karma, law of cause and effect, the law of attraction, right? So you may be embarking upon a journey here where there's a breakthrough, but you had to learn to work with some of these laws, right? Some of you could work as maybe a lawyer or an assistant secretary in a legal office. I feel like there could be, we talked about this earlier, contractual agreements that are being finally able to move forward. Maybe that divorce settlement that was on delay, or, that passport, that visa, whatever was stuck in the past finally is wiggling out out of the obstacle phase and onto the make it happen phase. And some of you may have even been fired. You may have had to fire someone. Maybe there was a pay cut, a decrease. Some of you were even demoted. Oh my goodness. That really does happen. It does happen. I've had clients that have, been demoted, and it's just a sickening feeling that one could go through, but yet you're still working at the company, or you're still working in that position, but it feels very demeaning. And I feel like some of you, maybe you haven't been demoted financially, maybe you're still getting the same pay, but an opportunity that was supposed to go to you went to someone else. That can be a demoting or demeaning situation as well. So I feel like there were definitely times where you were at this crossroads, and maybe still feel like you are, but there's a breakthrough coming in. Now, yes, income could fluctuate, but you're strategizing. You have a brilliant mind here. You are an earth sign, Capricorn. You're able to bring those ideas down to reality. You're able to problem solve, be intellectual, analytical, and yet financially savvy is what I'm getting here. I feel like you're making a choice, and this choice has to do with a job change, transfer, or new inspiration to your business, or an idea here, but it does require a choice that leads to this breakthrough, okay, or a breakthrough that is made by an external decision, but it's leading you directly towards the rose and the candle. This is beautiful. Financial relief, being content, maybe even being in some sort of loving role, caring role. You could be a caregiver, a nurturer. You may be a nurse, a massage therapist. Maybe some of you had to take care of a loved one who was elderly. For others of you, you could be a stay-at-home parent, or maybe you work, you work a 9 to 5, but yet you also support and care for your children or your family. This is about job security, and there's an opportunity for growth. I feel a lot of growth here. I feel like there is a lot of growth because of this education, because you have all that you need within you to move forward, and what you don't know, you're going to learn along the way, and your outcome is the candle. This is ambition, taking action, hustle. This is that action card showing up at the bottom of the deck. This is manifesting money. It is about high rank, right? You being put at, the top of the list here in some way, shape, or form. This is your items going to the top. It reminds me of, SEO, search engine optimization. You go on Google and you type in your name and you show up at the top. I feel like there's something about your vibration, your energy, your work, your resume. Something here is rising to the top, and I feel like it's going to pay off. You're going to manifest abundance here. Some of you, there's high visibility, maybe even high inspiration at this time. Some of you could be athletes, or you work with athletes, or it may feel like you're running a million miles a minute here. Make sure you're taking time for you, okay? Slow down though. So when it comes to health, that could be an issue with so much going on. Is we tend to stub our toe. We tend to not look where we're watching, or look where we are walking, right? And we tend to maybe fall into the cracks, or let things fall into the cracks. So just be mindful of, your time management. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, staying hydrated. I do get hydration here with the 6 of Swords. For some of you, this has to do with your mind, mental health, focusing on, a positive outcome, not telling yourself a story that doesn't exist, but trying to stay present, stay in the moment. That's going to be key here for you. Educating yourself, but not going down the rabbit hole. So for example, if there is a health issue, you know that if you type it into the Google box, that you're going to have a million different diagnoses for your one symptom. So try not to go down the rabbit hole. I feel like it's important to trust your body, trust your team as well, your healing team. If that is the issue coming up, some of you, you're going to find answers to a health issue that's been ongoing, and maybe it's come and go, stop and go, or it flares up. I'm also getting something with skin issues, skin rash. This could be bruises on the skin. It can be acne. It can be psoriasis, or just something on the skin. Maybe there's been some sort of skin infection, maybe even sunburn. Okay, so just be mindful of the skin. What else do we have here for health, Spirit? What do we have for health? The Moon. This could be autoimmune, okay? Autoimmune issues that are hidden, that are unseen. I feel like there's something coming up. You're going to have a breakthrough. And just an FYI, the majority of autoimmune are viral or bacterial that can be healed with diets, okay? For those of you that want to go deeper in that, you can book a personal reading if you'd like. But I do feel like you are on the precipice, on the cusp of healing some major things. And I see that there is a new beginning being offered, and some of you are going to get out of that energy. 5 of Swords, feeling very stuck, feeling like there's no answers, feeling like even the professionals at times can't help you out. I see you moving on from that, and there's a new beginning. All right, what else do we have here for Cappy? What do we have for Cappy? There's the training showing up again. Some of you are booking maybe a work convention trip, or you could be teaching a class. There is a certification showing up here. It says proof, all hands on board. all hands on board. So there could be something with teamwork, new help, team effort, group effort. I thought I seen the teamwork card here, but I feel like you could be entering into a new contract that requires you to learn some new skills, learn some new systems, or you could have new people coming into your energy where you're the one that's kind of showing them the ropes in some way, shape, or form. This looks like a good energy though, and a needed energy to turn that, into a win. W-I-N. I always like this card showing up because you can see it in the rafters, but it's very small. So I feel like it's a win-win situation, even if you can't quite see it. But there's negotiations taking place, some new people coming on board. This can be new contracts, new work being negotiated, responsibilities. I feel like both people are happy. They both have a smile on their face. So this is a win-win opportunity here. You also have shopping. Some of you could be shopping for a new vehicle. You could be shopping for a new job, right? I feel like you could be, shopping, excuse me, and buying something new for perhaps a birthday, for a gathering. It could be a celebration of some sort, an anniversary. Yeah, someone is buying a gift, I'm getting. Capricorn, you may be a gift giver, or your love language is receiving gifts or giving gifts. I feel like that's showing up with this energy of shopping. And then lastly, we have money tree. Who doesn't like to get the money tree, right? Money grows on trees, huh? But this is about you looking at the energy exchange. How do you feel about money, right? How does money feel about you? Is there an equal exchange? Or do you feel like there's not enough? Do you feel like you have plenty? I mean, this is a surplus. This is an abundance. This is, more where that came from is what the money tree represents. It always reminds me, I have two huge money trees that started out as little babies. I have one at my home office, one at my outside of the home office. And it's so interesting when the leaves fall. I almost look at that as, an opportunity. Maybe this has expired, or it's kind of worn its way out. It's time for new growth. And so there's a reminder here of remembering that there's always opportunities to build upon abundance. And even if an old leaf falls, right, it's just making way for new growth. So remember that on your money journey. All right, let's look at timing. What do we have for timing for Capricorn, please? We do have something happening this year for you. And it may be that these months were important, because I feel like with it saying this year and these months have already happened, you may want to go back and look at what was brewing at that time. We have February 2024 and April 2024. So for some of you, this could have been a significant month around love, around money, around health, around health. Maybe there was some sort of surgery, communication. As I said that, my voice kind of went out when I said health. And I feel like there's possibly a planting of seeds that had occurred in February or April are coming to fruition. And you are going to see it this year, if not this month, because this is the breakthrough month. So February and April, I don't feel like this is 2025. I feel like it's something this year for you, but it is shaping your next year. So things that are brewing now, right, they're going to shape your 2025. And you may even get a little bit of a sneak peek at what this is if you go back to February and April and what was occurring, because I feel a growth or an expansion or a burst of momentum or energy from those months. And I feel like there's a lot more growth where that came from with the two flowers showing up here. Rose could represent love. And we also have here an activation of the third eye, April. This could be your vision. This could be how you see things moving forward. And maybe the 4th of July, or July was a significant month of change, and I see the breakthrough coming in for you now. Let's look at love. What do we have for love? Okay, there could be a reconciliation. Could be. Because we have Knight of Swords, it can be someone returning. And we did say earlier, remember about that Six of Swords? What does it return to? The Five of Swords. You don't want to go back to the past. I feel like some of you, if someone does come back that you have had romantic feelings for at one point, you want a new beginning. And I just don't feel like it's with this person because you've learned some very valuable lessons. For those of you that are single, I feel like you are waiting, but at the same time, there is action towards your finances, your career, your abundance. But I feel like you're not putting your life on pause, but you know that the right one is worth waiting for. It says divine timing is at work in your love life. And there is an opportunity here to move on from some of the maybe mental challenges that you've had around love. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm too busy with work. There's not time for love. Or I have to take care of my children first. There's no time for love. So sometimes that can be what we tell ourselves, the thoughts that we tell ourselves. You may be freeing yourself from that energy and opening up to maybe new love here in the physical world with that Ace of Pentacles. But you know that it's worth waiting for. And Capricorn, you're not the type of person to settle. And if you are, or if you have settled, I feel if you are in a marriage or if you are in a union, not saying that you've, settled per se, but I feel like it's time to shake things up. You may be the type of person, you do like that stability and that routine of a relationship. But sometimes it's good to add spontaneity and adventure. Maybe it's booking a weekend trip. It could be going out for mini golf or setting date nights. If you've become two nights or two ships in the night passing by, right? Maybe two nights quite literally with the Knight of Swords, where you're busy focused on your thing and they're busy focused on yours, that there hasn't been, excuse me, a lot of time for the both of you to come together. This could be a month where that changes or you shake things up a bit. Now, I do see romantic feelings, Capricorn. There's someone in your heart, in your energy, that you may be thinking about whether you're with them or not. And I feel like some of you could be reflecting on the past or the lessons that you've learned, but you're taking them with you in a bright way. I feel like there's silver lining. And for those of you that have already met this person, you could be moving or someone could be moving to be closer to someone. Yeah, your feelings are real. They're worth exploring. And there is action here in matters of the heart. And lastly here, excuse me, for some of you who have dealt with a player, Knight of Swords, maybe someone who acted too quickly on their impulsivities, or they had persuade you in some way. They could be a sweet talker. They could be a charmer. They may have charmed your socks off. I feel if this person had acted too impulsively and it left you with some lies or left you with an illusion of a person, that may be revealed at this time, and you may be saying, wow, you're not who I thought you were. And some of you are freeing yourself from this energy. Okay, you're freeing yourself from the energy. You're moving on from it, and you're taking back control of your life in some way, shape, or form. All right, and that may have even occurred. Some of you, if you have gone through a breakup, you could have a breakthrough, right? Maybe this breakup was in February or was in April, or perhaps you learned the truth about a family member or the truth about a work situation or maybe health, whatever it is for you in February or April. But I feel like this month is really leading you towards an adventurous new beginning. And it does look quite successful at that, especially because you have the spiritual toolbox. And if you remain flexible, anything is possible. Anything is possible with the flexibility card here. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look at the Judge. We have the Judge showing up. It does remind me of the Judgment card, but I feel like the message could be a tad bit different. But let's take a look here. I'm also getting some of you may be very judgmental towards yourself, or maybe someone is judging you harshly, or that has been the situation in the past. But let's see what this message brings. This is about the critic. This is the diplomat. It's the advocate. The judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When the same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. Capricorn, I don't know about you listening to that, but I have full body goosebumps. This is your call. This is part of the diplomacy that we see here. This is part of why it's so important to separate your energy from bigotry, from racism, whatever that is. And it sounds counterintuitive as I'm saying. It is your job to embrace this archetype. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. And it's not about separating per se from others, but it's separating from that energy, that unhealed version of the judge, which may be within yourself or may be, others around you. When this is showing up as the light version, which we see the light showing up, but I certainly see that the shadow has been here as well. The light version is discernment, advocacy, right action, and compassion. The dark is critical, punishing, unforgiving, and wall building. The judge's energy is contagious. When we feel judged, walls go up all around. Similarly, when we feel accepted, the entire world softens. Gandhi had an incredibly illuminated inner judge. He was a lawyer. I remember reading this card at one point, and I had no idea. Did you guys know Gandhi was a lawyer? He practiced silence one day a week in order to hone his discernment while on his revolutionary path. And we talked about the spiritual tools as well. We talked about, separating that energy to allow you to maybe be in silence for an hour a day, or for you to come to that place of healing that inner judge within. And it says, if you want to go a bit deeper in this energy, Capricorn, Osiris and the white feather of Maat. Okay, Osiris and the white feather of Maat. I'm not sure if that's a poem, if that's a book, if that's a movie, but if you want to dive deeper into this judge energy, that's a way to do so. So the diplomat, the advocate, the critic, that is what's showing up. And a lot of you are going to resonate with that. And a lot of you have worked on healing it. And a lot of you, that's part of this breakthrough energy that allows you to get your judge in order. And that's part of the next adventure that you are embarking upon. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. I loved this reading for you. Finally, right? Finally, you guys, I know you've been waiting for this for quite some time. You're making progress. Even though it may feel like each month maybe at a standstill, or it feels very slow in energy, trust that you are still growing, you're still learning, you're still evolving each and every single day. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If it resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Lots of love.